Team match, let's go.
The blue team has scored for the first time! Blue team is in the lead. Cover me! Killed!
They're avoiding that mistake. Nice play there coming out from Rise. Advantage of the real deal. They go for the flush, as he will get res back up in a matter of seconds. Midoriya, not too far away. I don't think he wants to get involved. He is really aggressive as a player, but I think that here you just count your winnings. Well, even though there are no winnings, and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it's I do have to say, as he was a little bit risky, he kind of went in on his own. Whoa. And now Midoriya just find a double knock onto the members of the real deal, leaving and Bujo having to try and respond. Max, this is pretty good for a start of a game of Vikendi.
Yeah, actually really aggressive. Yeah, you got to give him props. That was still a really good attempt.
It was still really good. He should have gone for the flush before going for Daddy. Daddy baited him, and that was a little bit of a risk.
Be working out, unfortunately. And there you go. That's going to be Team Yakuza eliminated first. And all of their members taken out of the equation completely. So, feels bad, man. But I really say that the real deal, their communication was absolutely on point.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was just that Azzy moment that was a little bit weak in my eyes. But outside, as an engagement, it worked out pretty well. Like, there was that surprise, like, Midoriya did kind of pretty much surprise them overall, so you can't really fault them. They did respond pretty quickly. We are seeing Caster from Respect is going to take a couple of shots onto a few of the members of OVN Esports. He's a little bit on his own, spread kind of not too far away from the rest of the team, but enough that if he gets knocked, there's going to be a pretty high chance he's going to get flushed. He's out in the open. He has the Uzi in his hand. He's rotating towards those compounds. Not too bad for Respect. They do like to play pretty passive, Max. We do know that in pretty much all the maps they play, they go for a kind of a, you know,
As much as possible, and that is not what happened in the South. Side of Castle. I'm going to go over to Backfire real quick, Imperium, see if they might just get taken out instantly because they're going straight for MVP.
Yeah, I'm on actually Danny from MVP. I'm sure they will have heard the vehicle coming in on the snow. Goes for a one. He does it. He gets one on Backfire, but Necron isn't actually able to respond for now. He's Necron now jumping in behind the window, finding his shots. He's on full health. Sans is very, very low. Can he get a first aid off? Or is Danny going to get revived just yet? Phantom is now clawing his way through behind a rock. He goes from a distance, Max.
Yeah, but the other players, unfortunately, of Team Warlords are coming around, so MVP might be losing Necron too. Danny, I don't think the res will have time to come on through. Yep. Dale's got to try and force forward a little bit more, but here it is. Phantom going to try and get the res on Backfire. Or Sans, they can still all go for it, but Unfortunately, Danny, I don't think a res is going to be a good, valuable thing. He's still going to give it a shot, though, which I think is fine, but I'm surprised that Team Warlords are not going for it. But after they don't have the information on how many members are in the compound.
Exactly. They don't know how many players are there. Danny is not giving himself any time to heal up just yet. Actually, no, now. First is coming off. I would love to see Necron and Danny kind of reposition a little bit. And now the cavalry has arrived at the hands of Militia and Lurwan.
Very smart for MVP. They waited for the two other members to come out before actually breaching it. And now, unfortunately, Danny getting knocked away. The flush does not come on through. Unfortunately, Molly almost able to connect, but just a little bit too short on that scope. Now, Leron is actually going to try and go for a nice flank on a little bit higher up north on the compound, but Dale too.
Max, Danny just got touched by Militia and the revive is coming through successfully for now, although it's far from over. Necron's behind the wall, pushing Warlords back. Warlords are repositioning very effectively, Max, but you gotta say MVP have a lot of angles covered, spread out very nicely to give them the angles, and there you see Backfire is caught out.
It's almost like a mirror positioning. Both teams are going for the same kind of play style, but here it is. They get the flush and backfire, and now you might see a little bit more of an aggressive positioning from MVP, trying to control this compound. It also might be a really valuable compound because it's a gatekeeping position, and it is in phase on circles. So the team that gets it, they're going to stay in this location for as long as they possibly can, because why give it away? You can flush out so many teams that might try and cross the river. But now, Leron and Militia rotated a little bit high up north in the compound versus Dale and Phantom, and they're going to leave Sans at a 1v2, unfortunately.
See how it does pay off. It's still any man for himself. I would have no doubt that Warlords could come out of this on top, to be perfectly honest, Max. Nothing against MVP, but Warlords have shown potential. Ooh. But maybe I'm eating my words. Phantom gets knocked down from behind. Now Sans comes in and does get Danny. For the third time, Danny's knocked in this game.
Yeah, he's really having no chance of having any impact on this game. Lewin going to get flushed away by Dale a little bit high up. Phantom, a res might be coming on through Militia. Is he going to give him enough time to go for the res? I'm not too sure. Danny is back on his feet once again. So many reses. Buffing up those stats, boy. Let's go. But Danny once again going to get knocked out by Sans. He's going to get flanked from the backside by Necron. Flush it out with the Uzi. And he gets him on his knees once again. And he's going to go straight for the flush. Not taking another chance. Too many reses happened in this compound breach.
I was just going to say, with all due respect, Danny, but you deserve to go down 4 times, mate. 4 times knocked down. You're not a cat. You don't have 9 lives, my friend. But
he would have made it himself at some point. He'd be like, okay, I'm done with this. I got enough. I want to play the game. I'll go to the next lobby. But yeah, now everyone had time to res back up. Got a little bit more weapons on those bodies. But really, how is this fight going to break out? Like, I don't think that any nades or mollies are remaining. I saw so many get flown left, right, and center. And mollies or nades would be so valuable in these kind of fights, Imperium. But unfortunately, not having them anymore might make it a little bit harder to actually end up this fight.
Not to completely disengage away from this team fight, but I do want to highlight about the fact that the blue zone is closing in, and a surprisingly high amount of teams are yet to make their way into the circle. And what is surprising is that no team other than Team Dope and maybe Top Killers are really on the east side of that map. So it's very, very interesting in how these rotations are coming through.
Very close encounter, though, was Necron and Phantom. The Phantom will buy the dust. Dale is going to be the last member of Team Warlords. And Militia, with just a brim of HP remaining, will be shooting out Team Warlords of the game. They get eliminated in 16th position. And that's going to be MVP with now 4 kills in their backpack and moving forward. Now they've got a really good compound and they can try and hold on to it as much as possible, hoping phase 2 is on top of them. But there's still so much room to go on the east that now Team Push is getting really close, but they're not going to go there. They're going to go a little bit further down south.
Next, rotating right through the center over Castle Animal Squad are inside the castle. They're going to be the kings. Are they going to catch out next? You see the real deal are pretty much camping down the south side of that bridge against the likes of UDR Killers, We Are Vietnamese Throne, and even Magic. Then you have Team Legend up ahead of Volnova, also looking to pop a couple of shots off as the teams are starting to rotate their way through, Max.
Yeah, Throne, they're going to make it very close to We Are Vietnamese and the real deal. Let's go to the real deal, actually. Get involved with a fight with, I'm not too sure, UDR Killers.
UDR
There
Killers.
we go. I'm going to be picking a fight. Then A gets a little bit of take damage down on Ulysses, but now unfortunately Bujo is left alone in this area of the compound. Might get a little bit too tricky for him. I think that was an AD just chucked, or a Molly actually. It will be a Molly that just got chucked around. Unfortunately, doesn't get too much done. But that molly on Ulysses coming out, I don't know who chucked it. That was actually from Daddy, so far away. But I just realized we've got 2 daddies in this game. Gonna be confusing.
Hey, it's 2020, man. It's 2020. You know, no such thing as conventional mommy and daddy anymore. It can be anybody and everybody. As Azzy gets a knockdown onto Alka. How are UDR killers gonna respond? They do lose. Azzy with the confirm.
These 2 teams are green. It's actually really confusing when they go so quick. But now it's going to be unfortunately UDR killers down to 2 members. Azzy's going to get a nice knockdown on Ulysses. Now they're all going to try and rush on top of Nano, which is going to be in a 1v4. Surprisingly enough, the real deal, they lost nobody in that fight. What a great engagement. I'm now trying to buy time with those smokes potentially too if he can. But oh, that shot coming out, so quick reaction. The real deal now, they just try and close up. He knows he's got that haymarker. This is the time for them to strike, not giving him enough time to res, which they are indeed going to be doing. 1 more bullet. Oh no, yeah, time to get the health back. But there you go. That will be an elimination. And how many kills do they have right now, the real deal? I think it's 7, 8. Yeah, they've got 7 kills right now. And they are off to a great start on the Kendi.
And even just that final kill execution, Max, was really well done. All going in as a team. Yeah, they were very confident, but they didn't weigh up. They didn't allow one person to really go in on their own. They all went on top of that building or at the top floor of that building, engaged, got the squad wipe. And that's just really nice play from the real deal, as Team Push is going to actually get taken out at the hands of top killers.
Feels bad, man. Gonna have a little bit of a... Well, Team Push are still...
Oh, no, Team Push, sorry. We lost one player.
I was about to say, oh, so sad they're gone, but like, they're still here. I can see them. They're actually trying to jump between Next and Animal Squad. They're trying to be like the bridge gatekeepers, but it might get a little bit tricky because they're between 2 teams that are just not shown any intention of rotating. But Animal Squad from the castle, they connected it on Vama 69. The flush will not be coming out, unfortunately. Under the bridge, though, that means that Magic is going to have to come out to help. He will get there in time. The res will indeed come on through. But Andy is still just in the backside in
and
the angle with the
Max Brown going to be connected on by the real deal. Real deal. Camping this area. As opposed to that bridge down the south side.
I mean, this is such an edge of circle fight, Ryan Pym. It would not be valuable for them to get caught out potentially in the blue, but oh, actually a few fights coming on through. Daddy gonna get knocked away. Not the same Daddy as earlier, another one, but he's gonna get put on his knees. The real deal should be able to get the res on through. Gonna check out the cars. The cars do seem in pretty good shape for Throne, so they should still be able to get somewhat of a use out of it. But now, next up,
on the far north, especially Rex. Especially Respect and MVP who are fighting up in that north side, but it's not going to be too bad for Team Dope, even Team Attila and OVN Esports.
Yeah, they got a nice, easy entry point on the eastern side. No teams are really located there at this point in time. But going to check out a little bit. I want to see whether some action can come
Respect and MVP. Respect and MVP. It's 4 against 2. MVP are holding off. MVP, of course, did take out Warlords earlier on. Danny was the man of the moment in terms of getting knocked. Yeah, 4 times, but did end up losing his life in the end. And now it's up to Caster, Wason, Carrick, and not B2 to get the 2 kills that they need to push on forward and then make their way into the circle.
I really love Carrick's positioning there, trying to give some backside protection for his team if they do go for the attack, and if they, just to give some information over. But now they're all going to be in blue zone, phase 4, as Not B2 is going to be knocked away. 2v3 potentially going over to MVP Gaming. They are taking this one pretty nicely, but Wasan, I thought he was going to try and play this one aggressive. He's got to be very cautious, as Necron was the smoke, able to just peek around the corner with that third-person perspective. Not too bad. I don't know if they will try and go for it. Wasan get a nice spray. Was Necron pretty even trade-off at this point in Imperium? But phase 4 is definitely taking off, and phase 5 is going to be there. This fight is not going to go well for any of these 2 teams if it doesn't end anytime soon.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know if or what intel Respect have, but if they have any idea that... Okay, I don't know how much I agree with this,
Yeah, I'm like 50-50. I understand, but at the same time, like, I don't know. But
Yeah,
not to be is going to be bleeding out. And phase 5, Imperium. Where's it going to take us? Is it gonna go
This
south
is
again?
this is happening all pretty fast. It's gonna go
City finish?
down to south, and it's actually gonna head back into north. So all the teams that made their way onto the east side are now gonna have to shift over onto the west side. And what's really crazy is that there's a lot of open ice on that river, splitting the two sides of the map.
MVP really struggling here. They got to shift out. Wasson might get a nice push on Militia in a few seconds. He has time to rest back up. But, why did he stop? I don't know why he stopped. But okay, MVP Gaming eliminated in 14th position. I'm a little bit baffled by what just happened there. That was really weird, really random.
I like the quick response from the Real Deal, instantly looking to shift towards the edge of the circle, knowing that a lot of the teams had already made their way to the west side, which means there is plenty of space. But next, and OVN Esports, they are fighting up against each other, Max.
And OVN, unfortunately, they're going to leave Dusk for dead as he gets flushed away. Going to go right now, hands of Team Push in the water, though. And in the water now, so that means that if they get knocked away, they can potentially get flushed out by Magic. And Varma is going to give just information over the wave. This is actually really good for them to scout them out. Can try and get out of the water. But going from the backside, Frost is there, leaking. And he's going to be getting that instant flush. Very unfortunate they didn't have that kind of information. There you go, Magic going to be a little bit too slow to pull the trigger and won't get anything out of that fight on OVN.
Frost, you're in the car. I like that idea. Gonna use a first aid kit. Such clever stuff from Frost. He got in the car that's in the water, which means he's able to heal up. Such good, clever play from Frost. I'm glad I did catch it on camera. Respect now swimming across the water. Animal Squad on the coastline of the west side of this mainland. Skirp.
Was the orb?
Skirp.
With the orb, yeah, he's actually popping off. Got a nice shot on it. I thought it was Daddy for a second, but Daddy is the one healing up Azzy.
Daddy always heals up, man.
Daddy's always heal. Oh my god, what we
oh my god, we're gonna have to really tone that down. By the way, for PMCO.
Well, after what? Your voice cut for me. What?
I said we're gonna have to tone that down a little bit for PMCO.
Yeah, of course we will. No problem. But I want to see Skirp get a nice shot once game is on, but I don't think much will be coming out of it right now. Oh, nice shot! I don't know